Right. Louisiana is the latest state to consider legislation that claims to protect children from inappropriate library books.
But what exactly does the proposed legislation do? Sam Winstrom reports.
Let me be clear so that there is zero confusion. Nowhere in this report do we call for the censoring or banning of books.
That's the promise Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry made as he introduced his Protecting Innocence report. That report became the inspiration behind a bill filed by Louisiana Senator Heather Cloud that would restrict the books that children and teens can check out from public libraries.
It requires that each public library implement a policy that allows a parent to limit the access of a minor, just like Netflix.
Specifically, it calls for libraries to create a system where when someone under the age of 18 gets a library card, their parents or guardian will decide whether they can check out sexually explicit material. And the bill features a list of sexual acts meant to set that standard.
So would you say that books about LGBTQ themes are not appropriate for people under 18?
I would say that this is certainly a debate. If you go through the report, again, that's not the issue we're here to discuss today.
The sudden focus on restricting books in libraries and schools has been a trend for GOP politicians across the country. Brandon Davis, an assistant professor of political science at Tulane, calls this the nationalization of politics, where local politicians focus on national issues to rile up their base.
These issues are mostly cultural issues, and there may be some inkling of concern about some of these issues, but for the most part, they are mostly symbolic.
One of the bill's opponents, Representative Mandy Landry, agrees.
I think it's actually very strategic of them to make it maybe a little less absurd or a little less extreme than other states, because remember, we have legislative and gubernatorial elections this year.
She says that the bill is symbolic at best, but could be the start of an attack on the gay community or civil rights.
Now, the Attorney General maintains that this is only about giving parents the tools they need to protect their children, and control over what books are removed belongs to local library control boards, and this legislation would not change that.
All right, Sam, thank you so much for that update.